I'm Stephanie Sperling, the park planner with Calvert County Parks and Recreation.
I'm Katie Brinkley, the Executive Director for the Arts Council of Calvert County.
I'm Nathan Diamond, arts educator for Calvert County Public Schools and an artist.
Parks and Recreation is committed to bringing public art to our spaces, and so Nathan and I connected earlier this year, and he has an amazing background in exactly this, and cities across the country, bringing student art into public spaces, and so we talked and decided to collaborate on this project.
And I think the skate park felt like a great place to start a collaboration. There was a lot of room to beautify this space. I think the skate culture lends itself stylistically to really interesting art. So it was a nice opportunity to bring in student work into the public space.
We developed a survey with Katie and Nathan and I all developed a survey together using our community and media relations team. And they put out a survey back in December to solicit input from the skate community and from people who were interested to see what kind of art would you like to see, what kind of themes would you like to see. And it was based on that Nathan took that information, and then he and the students kind of worked together to develop these banners.
The banners were created in a collaborative process. We had, I worked with elementary school teachers, middle school teachers, and high school teachers. And so they worked with their students to create elements of the art that were then digitally collaged to create the panels that you see behind us. And so part of the collaging process was taking both the community input and then thinking about the skate park, the skate community, and the skate culture, and how we could make that a part of the style of the work as well.
And then we also use funding from the Arts Council. They're the ones that paid for all of this great material using a grant.
Yeah, so the Arts Council gets a state grant from the Maryland State Arts Council, and then we use part of those funds to re-grant to teachers in Calvert County for expanded arts opportunities for students. And so this was a great fit where we could use the Arts and Education grant to fund the project itself.
Well, I love this location here at Dunkirk Park because we're right here almost at the entrance. And so I think that every person, whether or not you're a skater, is going to see this. It puts the skate park on the map in a way that maybe it wasn't previously. It really brings a lot of attention to it.
Because we had so many people involved in the making of this process, I hope that people start to feel connected with the space. Even people who don't normally connect with a skate park have the opportunity to come here to see their work, to see the work of children in the community, and it gets them more connected to the space. I also hope that people start to understand the role that the arts can play in a community, in beautifying the space, in igniting the space, making it more interesting, and we start to value the role of arts education and uplift arts education as an opportunity for students to be more involved in their community.
As the Arts Council, we're representing arts in all of Calvert County, and we hope that projects like this can help beautify areas and help create a sense of community by making it a gathering place for both visitors and community members. Also, public art can play into economic development and tourism. So it's just creating a place that's more interesting for people to gather and really have an identity through the art.
I mean, I would agree with what Katie said. I think it's really important in beautifying the space. I also, as I said before, I think it creates a sense of belonging in space. So when we create work that then goes into public spaces, we feel much more connected to those spaces. And so I think it builds a community within Calvert County that extends from our youngest citizens, so students in kindergarten worked on this, all the way up through adults. So I like that, the way it can build connection in a community. I also think the arts have an opportunity to ignite change in space. So people can see spaces differently. They can also be attracted to spaces that then brings more of that economic development like Katie was talking about.
I love that, and I also think that like having students that created this art gives them a sense of ownership. You know, they see a piece of themselves in a park. I know that when I travel, I love seeing public art in public spaces. I think that public art can be a signature piece for any public space. As part of the county's long-term capital budget, we have money that is going to be earmarked for 2027 to install a brand new skate park, to design and install a brand new skate park. Now, this isn't set in stone and nothing's finalized, but I think that this puts us on the right track to finally reinvent this space, to redesign it, and to construct maybe even starting next summer.
I also think as part of the Calvert Public Art Initiative that we hope from CCPS to be able to partner with Calvert County Parks and Rec as well as the Arts Council of Calvert County to continue this process, to find more public spaces where we can put collaborative art that works with student artists and teacher artists into the public spaces in Calvert County.
Yes, and from the Arts Council's perspective, our re-granting funds for fiscal year 26 will be open in August, and we'll be talking about developing another project and how can the Arts Council help make this happen.
Next time you're in Dunkirk, come check it out. You know, each and every one of these panels is a unique piece of art. So take some time, soak it in, and bring your skateboard while you're at it.